Oil, I say oil. Super Southern one. Oil. I don't even know how to say it like how to y'all. Oil. O-I-L. Yeah. Guys. I go motor oil, like tin full. I mean, Southern Community College, that should be mandatory that they fix that. They should write OIL on the board. And I just go, oil. They go, all right, we're going to take care of that, all right? There's a pretty good chance you're going to be working with a lot of that. Another one, Pete, I had to shut down. This was, again, like the 1980s. I was alive. You could fight an orangutan at a fair. They would have an orangutan just sitting in a boxing ring, and guys would pay to fight it. And I say guys because I just can't imagine one woman ever fought this orangutan. I think you could put an orangutan in a room with 1,000 women, and when they walked out, they're like, did anybody fight it? But it never crossed their mind to fight it. I do 1 hour and just 0 laughs. I mean, nothing. And I'm not doing new jokes. I'm doing the greatest hits. I told Coffee with Milk story 3 times. I kept just doing it. I was like, I'm going to do it one more time. I don't think y'all were listening. People were leaving. The guy that drove me asked someone that left, and he just goes, hey, is the comedy show almost over? And the guy goes, I don't even know what you're talking about. There's a guy giving a speech up there right now, so maybe after that. So we get, and then the guy comes up, you know, I have to talk to him. And I was like, look, I'm sorry, man. I used to be able to do comedy, and I lost it, you know, it's over. And he was very nice. He goes, no, it's all right. Nothing's your fault. And I was like, all right, I don't know how that's possible. And he goes, well, when you were up there, I remembered that most of my employees do not speak English. And I was like, all right, yeah, they'll do it, you know. Maybe don't hire an English-only speaking comedian. No heads up at all. Not that I could have changed it up, but it just would have been nice to know, you know. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is, yes, the draft is in Nashville. It's very exciting. I like it. I'm from here, if that matters. All right. I'm a big football fan, and I've realized how lazy I am by watching football. I was watching a game, and one team kicked off to the other team. Right, I got up to go get something to drink, and right when I got up, one team kicked off to the other team. And before I could get back, the guy ran a 100-yard kickoff return, and I missed it. So that guy ran 100 yards before I could get 3 to maybe 4 yards. He also had 11 people really trying not to let him run 100 yards. I didn't even have an ottoman. It was wide open. I need to get in better shape. I should do something. You know, you got to do something. But I realized recently I like to golf, and I would go golfing on the road. And one time I was golfing, and I was hot, and I was in the parking lot, and I wanted to change shirts before I got in my car. So I'm standing at the trunk of my car, and I take my shirt off. I have no shirt on. This old man walks up to me and goes, Olivia? He was looking for his elderly wife and saw me with no shirt on at a car that he does not recognize. None of this is enough to not make him say it. He was like, Olivia? I covered up, and I was like, what's that? And he was like, all right, honest mistake. I was like, God, that hurts worse than saying Olivia. I don't know who he offended more, me or Olivia. I think we could both have a word with him. I'd love to meet her, though. I'll tell you that. I'd love to see her and be like, all right, I get it. You know, like that was an honest mistake. I do travel a lot. If I fly Delta, if I buy a ticket through Delta's system, my name in their system is Nathan, and on my license, my name is Nathaniel. I do not remember making this decision, but it's a big deal. You can't just change it. I've tried. I've asked Delta, and they're like, we can't. And you're like, all right, I don't know where we go from here. You know, if you can't do, who can do it? Do you call a senator? Is that what senators do? Don't know. How high do I have to go? What do you have to do? You have to mail your birth certificate in. Some moms give their kids their birth certificates. I've never seen mine. I thought I was the proof of my birth. And and you got to mail it in. I'm not a big mailing in guy. I've mailed maybe 4 letters my entire life. Stamps make me nervous, you know. How many do you put on there? I don't know. And they change the price of stamps, and that's not in the news. You don't find that out on Twitter. You have to find out from old people. They're the only people that know. Yeah, they'll tell you. They're like, stamps went up. You're like, okay. And they're furious. You're like, is it $100 a stamp? I've never seen you that mad. So I will never go through this process to get my name changed, so I just deal with it. And it gets brought up. I was checking a bag once, and the guy behind the counter sees my ticket, says Nathan. The license says Nathaniel. And he was like, oof, this is not good. He's like, these names don't match. And I was like, but they match, right? I mean, you can see the leap that we took to get from one to the other. And he was like, but they're not the same. I was like, they're the same. And I mean, at this point, I was like, if this guy finds out people call me Nate, he's going to lose his mind. Like, he's going to call the police to be like, there's a guy with 3 names trying to fight. Like, if you guys want to shoot him or something. So I was like, what do you want me to do? And he goes, you should go home. That was his honest. He's like, I mean, I can't believe you've made it this far. I said, let me try it. Shouldn't I just try it? You know, I was like, look, I'll give you that those names don't match. But what I think is going to help a ton is the picture on the ID. I mean, I think with 100% face, 70% of the name, that's 170%. I think I'll get through. And he was like, look, I get it, all right? He was trying to relate to me. And this is honestly what he said. He was like, my name's Joseph. That's what's on my license. But if I buy a ticket under my nickname Bart, they're not going to let me through. Those are 2 different names. I was like, don't act like we're the same. I am married as well. And it's fine, you know, you just do it. That's what my wife said. So just get through it. This is what marriage is like, you know, just one person talking and the other's like, I'm gonna get out of here. My wife she always tells me that I don't like the way she talks. And it's not the sound of her voice. I like her voice. I think that'd be a big problem if I was like, it's your voice. I just hate it, you know? To go to couples therapy and be like, can you hear it right? Like, it's not fun. It's the information that she chooses to tell me at times. For instance, we took a trip to Fort Lauderdale, and her and our daughter are flying from here, Nashville, where we're from. And I was flying from Detroit. We're meeting at Fort Lauderdale's airport. I have to take them when they land. So I called her because I was about to take off, and I was like, all right, what time do you guys leave? And she goes, noon. And it's 11:30, and they're still at home. I was like, Laura, I don't know if you even know what an airport is. But if that plane was in our driveway, I don't think you could make it. And she goes, that's what time we leave for the air. Flight's not till 1:30. And I was like, okay, all right. So what do you think I wanted to know when I asked that? Is that what you thought the best information you could give me was a time that means nothing to nobody? What time did you go to bed last night? Just tell me that, and I'll just look up all the planes that land in Florida, and I'll guess which one I think you're on. She was like, I'm sorry I don't talk the way you want me to talk. I'm like, I want you to talk like a regular person, all right? I don't know if... We didn't talk in Florida, I'll tell you that. All right, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. That was exciting, you know? It felt good. All right. I'm from Tennessee originally. Yeah, so that's something. And I lived in New York, though, for 8 years. I'm on board with New York. I like it. I like the driving. It's, like, great. It's very intense. Everybody just honks at everybody nonstop, and that's how it should be everywhere. You know, like growing up in the South, no one honks their horn ever. People just sit at lights, and they're just like, if you want to go, I totally understand. I'm probably not going to go when I get up there, so yeah, let's just wait it out, right? Shouldn't we just wait it out? I'm married. Been married for 7 years. We have a 10-month-old daughter now, so yeah. It's getting pretty serious, so looks like we're gonna go through it. We were living in New York when my daughter was to be born, but she was not born in New York. She was born in Tennessee. We flew home and had her there. I did not want her to be born in New York. Like, I don't need her growing up thinking she's better than me. So, yeah. Told her, you start where we start, all right? It's a wild experience having a kid. I'm sure a lot of you guys know. I remember on the way to the hospital, like I told my wife, I was like, look, I don't want to see anything, all right? It's going to be, like, gross. I wish it was like the 50s when they didn't let men in the hospital. But it's not. Now doctors are just like, why don't you deliver the baby? Like, why don't you do most of it? They just pull the baby out, and they're like, here, cut the umbilical cord. But, like, I didn't take a class. They just act like I'm the guy that cuts umbilical cords at the hospital. I almost cut the wrong part, and then I didn't know. The guy's like, that's not right. I was like, oh, so maybe, you know, you should jump in. You did go to doctor's school for this. Why am I doing minor surgery right now? Then they just hand you your baby, and then they're like, all right, we'll see ya. And that's when you're like, well, I could use your help actually now. Like, I don't know how to do this. The first question I asked, I should have probably kept her, because I was like, how much do you feed it? I bet it's a lot. It sounded like I was buying a hamster at a pet store. The biggest message they tell you at the hospital, the number one, they're like really big on like, all right, whatever you do, let's just try not to shake this baby. That's literally like the number one goal. And they tell it to you, they're like, you know, obviously you're going to want to shake the baby, but yeah. I mean, it would be so awesome if you just did not shake this baby. And then they showed me a video of a guy that was like, here's what I do instead of shaking my baby. Like, he was like, I take walks, for instance. Like, I walk 70 miles a day or something. I walk a lot. I've barely seen the baby. Then I signed a certificate, like I was in kindergarten, that said, all right, like, I promise, I swear to God, I won't shake the baby. Like, quit asking me. I've never heard the word shake so much in my entire life. That's all we talked about. The first night we got her home, she was like crying for like 6 hours. You're just like confused, we're delirious, you know? And I was like sitting there and I was like, wait, are we supposed to shake this baby? Is this when we do it? This seems like when you should do it. We didn't shake her, so it's all right. You guys don't have to call somebody. We have rocked her aggressively, but there's a pretty big difference. And she is 10 months old. We had to go to a 9-month-old checkup, and she had to get a shot. It's very nerve-wracking when a baby gets a shot because they don't know what's going on. Like, she's just looking, you know, at us being like, this day's going unbelievable. Like, I don't even see what could go wrong. And then you're like looking at her like, it's about to all go wrong. No idea. So she gets the shot, so we go to grab her, like, you know, for her to start crying, but she doesn't cry. Like, she's fine. And, like, the doctor was, like, surprised. Like my wife is like happy, but she's like emotional. She's like, maybe this is a sign. Like she's going to be a strong girl, maybe like a powerful woman. And I was like, yeah, possibly. We should also make sure she's not going to, she might be a psycho. Like who doesn't cry when they get a shot? Who's just fine with that? I would cry if I got a shot, and she's already comfortable with pain at 9 months old. All I know, in 20 years, I'm either going to be telling her, look, we love you, and we're happy you've accomplished all of your dreams. Or I'm going to be on the news going, we love you, but you need to turn yourself in right now. Right now. We recycle, and we recycle because of my wife. It's her, she gets all the credit for that. I would never recycle if I was by my, I don't do it if she's not looking at me. So I would never do it if I was alone. I looked up a list of what are you supposed to do for global warming as an individual? And it was a big, long list. But the first thing on the list was my favorite. It just said, just talk to your friends and family about it. Think about your friends and family. Like not the ones that are the good ones, close. Think about how far out it goes. Just when you guys get together, do you mind if we talk about global warming for a little? I just thought this would be a good time to get into it. I had a great aunt and uncle fist fight each other at a wedding. Let me get in the middle of that. Any chance this fight was about global warming? Because I just would love to get that conversation rolling, I get it. It's supposed to, it's for our kids and their kids, and we want to make sure they have a good earth and their environment and stuff. We don't have a bad earth. And we don't want them to be mad at us and yell at us. But I don't think they will, because I don't think we get mad. I don't ever see litter on the ground and call my grandmother and be like, where do you get off? I don't know how you show your face anymore, all right? It's cloudy today. Is that because you smoked on planes? Probably. Why'd you have to smoke that high? Where do you think that smoke was going? We did stuff as a kid. I did Earth Day as a kid. I think they still do Earth Day. And we did it. I'm from Old Hickory, and we were a plant, like DuPont plant we were a plant town. So they had a plant, and we went and planted trees in front of the DuPont plant. And there was just black smoke coming out of this, and we're just in front of it like, this is for Earth. And if you can't even see us, it's so dark. And we're just like, this is for the Earth of stuff, and we're going to breathe better. And you're like, I don't know if that's the problem. I travel all the time, and if I fly Delta, if I buy a ticket through Delta's system, my name in their system is Nathan, and on my license, my name is Nathaniel. I do not remember making this decision. It's a big deal. You can't just change it. I've tried. I've asked Delta if they could change it, and they're like, we can't change it. And you're like, then I don't know. I don't know where we go from here, If you can't do it, who can do it? I mean, is that why people call senators? Do they do it? I don't know. The next update to it is so Cape Fear Cemetery has closed down. And I know, you guys had a chance to go to it. It is closed. So the guy that owned it, his name is Dean Ripa. I do not know this guy. He was there that day. I saw him that day. I don't know him. I mean, this place will be a part of my life for the rest of my life, and I was there for one day. But, so he was a very original guy. He was his own guy, and you can see there's great stuff on him. There's another thing on Netflix called 72 Deadliest Animals. They interview him in that. There's also great YouTube clips where he would bring venomous snakes to local Wilmington news channels, and he would barely pay attention to these snakes. He would have it on the table, and he's not even look. They're like, could you grab it maybe more? And he's like, what's that? We didn't even ask you to bring that in, by the way. Do you want me to leave it in the car? What'd you want me? I remember when I was there that day, there was cages empty, and you're like, is that supposed to be empty? He's like, we're cleaning that, but if you see something, tell us. But I'm pretty sure we're cleaning that one. So the main reason it closed is, sadly, to announce that guy, he has died. He passed away. And it's pretty wild stuff. So how he died, a little different than most. And I'm going to just tell you, you know, and I already know what you're thinking in your head. And his wife shot him. So, yeah, you weren't thinking that, I can tell you that. It's unbelievable. I mean, the odds of this they're definitely higher than if you don't own a snake museum, but there's still... It's insane. So this all happened after we taped the stand-ups. And so I was telling an audience who would guess like how he died. And so I'm gonna just tell you the guesses where people, you know, a steak got him, good guess. Crocodile ate him, solid guess. Someone yelled cancer once, and I was like, what? Like, I don't know if I'd present it like this if I knew the answer was cancer. Let's go around the room, everybody. Guess how he died. Cancer? That guy got it. That was a good guess, you know? One guy guessed it once, Huntsville, Alabama. And it was an older gentleman. He was sitting up front, and he just goes, did his wife shoot him? And you know when someone guesses your guess, and you're like, you're the worst, man. And I was like, did you look it up? And he had a flip phone on his table. He wasn't looking stuff up. And I was like, why would you ever guess that? And he was like, because my wife shot me. And I was like, oh, well, that's fair. I bet he guesses that with every death he hears. Like, I mean, just, Frank, did his wife shoot him? No. And I'm not going to tell you anymore if you keep guessing that, all right? That's the last one. We've been married 12 years, and our wedding, it was not good. This is not my fault. This was my mom and my wife planned the wedding. And they're both cheap. So they cut corners. If we hire someone to do something at our house, I promise he does not do that job full time. He'll be fixing our dishwasher and we're like, do you paint houses? And he's like, yeah, I probably could paint houses, you know? His business card says, how hard could it be, right? Can't be that hard. We got married on Friday the 13th. Got a pretty sweet deal on that. They were wide open. We were like, what times are available? They go, every one of them, all 24. You can call us that day if you want. Her brother married us. That was free. The photographer was just a buddy of ours that had he just bought a new camera. So we were like, you gonna do our wedding? Never done anything professionally, and it showed. His camera stopped working during it, and he started taking stuff out of it. Like, that would be the problem. It's like, yeah, you know what? I bet they put too much stuff inside of it when they built it. You should yank some of those wires. That's not supposed to be in there like that. Our DJ was awful, and that's because we got my mom to hire the DJ. I don't know who thinks to ask someone in their 50s for DJ recommendations. No one ever is like, Mom, are you in with the local DJ scene by any chance? She hired someone older than her. He just had CDs, and this was when computers were doing real good. He got super drunk, played the same song 3 times in a row. White Wedding, which he said was by Billy Joel. He only had one leg, seriously, and that's fine, you know, no one cares. Until he starts messing up, and then you're like, why does he have one leg? She's the cheaper one of us as well. Not in a bad way, you know. She likes the lights being off. Turn the lights off, you know. Save money. Get the little lights off. It's a fun time being in that environment. Turn the light on, find your seat, get a stick, knock the light back off. Sit in the dark and be sad. And you're sad all day. You're saving nickels upon nickels. Right when I get in bed, you turn that light off? I can't tell that's on. Well, get out of bed, turn it off. 80 years, we'll give our daughter $37 from all the nickels we saved. I have a daughter, and my daughter's name is Harper. So a lot of people ask, they're like, "Oh, did you name her after Harper Lee, the author of To Kill a Mockingbird?" And I've never thought about an author a day in my life. So that never me. I mean, my middle name's Lee, and just never crossed my mind. I love having a kid. I love when kids cry. It's just innocent. I love how innocent it is. They cry over a tag in their shirt. And I mean, they're all just, they don't like, it feels weird. And then, I mean, if you walk, you're like, is your house on fire? Like, I've never seen someone cry this much. It's over nothing. She's on her iPad a lot. That's the hard part. You got to get these kids off. Or you don't want technology all the time. She just sits there, iPad. She wants to be a YouTuber, which as a comedian makes me furious. She watches all these kid YouTube videos, and now she makes her own videos. It's just her sitting there going, "Hey guys, what's going on? Click the links below, subscribe, leave a comment." None of this is anywhere but my phone. I got 90 hours of this, not on YouTube. Me and him are the only subscribers. Just watches kids playing with toys too. Like, that's what's crazy. It's not like a show. I'd be fine if she watched a show. She watches just a kid that's like, "Hey, you don't have this toy? I do. You want to see me open it?" It's got 5 billion views. It looks like we buy her nothing. Like, we just show her, if you want to watch a kid have fun, but you're never going to have fun in this house. Like, we have one dog. I would like another dog. My wife does not want another dog because it's a lot. It's a lot to have 2 dogs. Because you got to open the back door and let 2 dogs out. Then you shut it. And now they're out there. You're inside, not dealing with it. But then they want to come back, and you're like, "Gotta go let all these dogs back in." You're like, 1 dog, 2, look at all these dogs everywhere. Look, to be honest, I've never taken care of the 1 dog we have, but two would be fun. Our dog sleeps in our bed, and someone told me you're not supposed to do that because you lose dominance over the dog. And I asked him, I said, "What year do you think it is?" These are all doodles. They're barely dogs. It's a person. They're people. This guy acts like it's 1980 when you kept the dog outside all year. Those you needed dominance over. You had a wolf in the backyard. Friends come over. "You want to go outside?" "I wouldn't." The next morning, dealt with my daughter's generation. It's a generation that I feel like just thinks about themselves, And so I go down to the breakfast. They have the breakfast buffet. So we're all going through it. This little girl's in front of me, and she has waffles. So she gets a waffle, and there's a coffee pot worth of syrup on a plate. So it's like you pour it, and then you leave it back on the plate, and then you go and eat your breakfast. So she gets the syrup, and she just takes it to her table. So now the syrup's gone. And I see this happen, but no one else does. So I'm hearing other people go through, and they're asking where the syrup's at. And it's starting to become a problem. I mean, people are like, "Where's the syrup?" And the hotel's like, "I don't know. That's all the syrup we have was out there." I know where it's at, but I'm not trying to get involved, I didn't wake up and just think, "I hope I get to talk to everybody this morning." I mean, when you roll out of bed, you're not like, "I hope I'm about to get in the thick of it down there." So I'm just trying to say stuff as I walk by people. I'm like, maybe someone took it to their table. Look around, maybe. I just keep going. You see that little girl's table over there? Maybe they have it. And no one's picking up on this, so I have to go get it. And this girl's sitting with a bunch of her friends. So I go over to them. I was like, "Hey, can we get that syrup back? That's kind of for the entire hotel." And they go, "Whatever." All of them just blew me off. And then the father in me kicks in. I go, all right, well, just a heads up, just so you guys know, I did nothing wrong, and you guys have ruined breakfast for everybody. I don't know if you've ever eaten out in public before, but do you see me over here with a tub of eggs? Do I have all the eggs? You did everything, and for some reason you thought, I bet this is all my syrup. And where are your parents at, you know? A couple of them started crying. Felt good, to be honest. I was away a little bit. I like to practice on other children, you know, my discipline. Very exciting. It's crazy. Look, if you're at home, I'm as shocked as you are that I'm here. So, it's, you know, I've come to this building for a long time, and so it's unreal to be here at this Saturday Night Live, which is crazy. It's all right there. My name is bargatze. I'm from Tennessee. I'm from the 1900s. And, I just think you got to say it. Like, the world is so future now, and I feel in the way of it. Hotels are futuristic. Like, you go, like, you take a shower, the shower's enclosed, but now a lot of hotels have half a glass, and water gets on the floor, and that's the future. That's what the future. That's what they want, and you know. I would like a whole glass. They do half a glass because I'm still alive, so they're like, they don't want to hear me going, where's the glass at? So they do half a glass, and then the future, the floors are always wet. Every floor. I mean, I'm 44. My daughter's 11. When she's my age, it will be 2057. I don't even believe that's a real year. My movies didn't go that high in fake years. How am I going to talk to someone from 2057? I have more in common with a pilgrim. I saw too much old-timey stuff. I'm pre-internet. I mean, we go to a county fair, Wilson County Fair, and this is in Tennessee, if you're wondering. And we would go there. Fairs, I don't know how they're still open, but I don't think the government knows about them. I don't know, we ride these rides that were on the interstate an hour ago. So my dad is a magician, if you don't know, and we would go watch him perform. This is the 80s, so we'd go watch him. My dad's doing magic. Right next to him, they had donkeys jumping off a high dive into a pool. So pretty tough to keep people's attention. When my dad is like, is this your card? And everybody's like, hold on, this donkey's about to jump off this high dive. That's something you don't think you want to see till it's up there. And I use the word jump very loosely. Yeah, these donkeys are falling off this high dive, but can't put that on the sign, you know? You gonna watch a donkey fall off a high dive? You're like, no. What if he jumped? Well, at least he's into it. Just so you know, PETA shut that down. And, yeah. And that was one everybody was like, we get that one. There's another one PETA had to shut down. So this is also in the 80s. Pre-internet. You could fight an orangutan. You could fist fight an orangutan. This was offered. We didn't have a lot going on. This is what we had to do. And so orangutan would be in a boxing ring with boxing gloves on, and it would stand like this. And then a guy would pay $5. It wasn't for free. You would pay. And then he'd go in there, and this orangutan would just knock this dude out. Because we didn't have the internet to look up how strong's an orangutan. So, yeah, it was, you know, it was all word of mouth back then. You had to meet a guy that just fought an orangutan. And you're like, are they strong? You're like, yeah, dude. Like, but the arms are skinny. I know. That's what I thought as well. That strength comes from somewhere. Look, if you think I'm old, there's people older than me still around. Yeah. That's crazy. It's crazy. Walking around. People from the 30s. My great Aunt Helen, from the 30s. She's deaf. They didn't know she was deaf until she was 9 years old. That's how long it took them to figure it. Deaf, one of the easier ones to figure out. And the doctors were baffled as they smoked in her face. And they're like, I don't know, you know? She's rude, I'll tell you that. My mom, my parents are getting older. So my mom, we had her go pick up our daughter recently at a friend's house, and I texted her the address. She drove to the wrong house. So she knocked on the door, another grandmother answered. Well, this is not good. This is like two dogs seeing each other through a fence. They're going to be there for a while, you know? So my mom, she knocks on the door. The grandmother, my mom goes, is my granddaughter in there? And that lady goes, I have 3 grandsons, so no solution. Just 2 grandmothers, do you have stuff? I have stuff too. They talked for 30 minutes. It's a wrong door. I had to go get my daughter, then find my mom. My dad, too. My dad has surgery 8 times a year, probably. And he loves it. He loves it. He had surgery because he was addicted to Afrin, the nose spray. Look, I've been addicted to Afrin, the nose spray. If you don't know what it is, I would honestly tell you not to get involved. It's one of the best things I've ever been part of. Solves everything immediately. When I was on it too, my wife, she'd be like, what's that? No, she hear one puff. What's that? I go, I ain't gonna live like this. I ain't worked this hard not to do Afrin in my own home. So, my dad goes to the doctor, and they were like, do you use Afrin? And he goes, no. And the doctor was like, I can see that you use it. I was just saying that. He goes, how long have you been using it? My dad said 5 years, which is a lie. But my mom was there, and she goes, how about 45 years? That's how long he's used it, 45 years. The back of the box says no more than 3 days. There's not a medicine on earth that tells you to give it a good 45-year run. That's why I get nervous as I get older, because I am already not smart, and I'm in my prime right now. I don't read any books. I don't do it, and I think that matters. I do think that matters. Reading, I believe, is the key to smart. That's what I've always said, and I don't do it because every book is just the most words. It doesn't let up. I mean, every page is more words. It's like, what are you talking about there? Put some blank pages in there. Let me get my head above water for 2 seconds. I did. Thank you. It's been a reading joke. I want to learn more about history because I don't know anything, and so I'm trying to figure it out. I can tell I don't know anything about history because every history movie I watch on the edge of my seat. What is going to happen? I don't know. I watched the movie Pearl Harbor, and I was as surprised as they were. Just crazy. All right, we've got a great show for you tonight. To be fair to her, though, I do not work out. So, but I was probably going to start, and I needed to get all this stuff there. Do you ever get in those fights, you'll be at home, you and your spouse, and you guys are not talking to each other, and you're in the house together, no kids, the house is quiet, and you just stay on opposite ends, and then you pass each other in the hallway? That's the funniest part of it, because you don't live in a mansion, you have one hallway. and you just didn't time it out right, and you just have to walk by each other like strangers. You're like, oh, excuse me, sorry, yeah, no, go ahead. She'll be watching TV. I'm like, ma'am, are you watching this? I couldn't tell. I was going to change it if you weren't watching it. Silent treatment. The silent treatment is it's a very common thing. Everybody knows what it is. I think women are just born knowing it. I don't think you're taught it. I don't think it's like my mom did it and her mom. It's an instinct that's in us all that we all just know. And here's what made me think of that. I rewatched the movie Sixth Sense. And I'm not trying to do a Sixth Sense joke. This is a 20-year-old movie. I also have to spoil it, but it's 20 years old. So if you don't know by now, I don't know what to tell you, you know? And don't be like, we were going to watch it tonight. We're going to go to Blockbuster on the way home and... So he's dead the whole time. And I don't know. I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's a pretty big part of it. But for those that have, think about when you watched it. When we all saw this movie for the first time, none of us knew he was dead. That was the biggest surprise we've ever seen in our life, you know? We just thought his wife wasn't talking to him for like a year. That made more sense to us than him possibly being dead. And I was like, when I watched it, I was like, show him dying? Yeah, that guy shoots him with a gun. That's how the movie starts. That's how obvious they're like, hey, he's dead. And we still watched it for 2 hours, just like, I know what this guy's going through, you know? This is a movie about marriage and how hard marriage is. Yeah, even if you get shot, it's your fault. People always talk to me very easy too, or like if I talk to a stranger, I can always feel it. And I think it's my eyes. I have big eyes, you know? And so I just get a lot of like, you still with me, man? And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, man, I'm listening. And he goes, all right, I don't feel like you could have been anywhere, you know? I got a reversible jacket at home and I have them because I didn't know it was reversible. Bought them at the same time. Tried them both on separately. Like the black one, thought might as well get one too. Went and laid them up there, and I remember they go, "Are you sure?" I go, "Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing here, right?" The final update. That's what this next. The special after this is going to be just just all updates, and it'll be something that you don't even know. You're like, "Remember my car didn't start?" You're like, who is this update for?" I like to drink iced coffee with milk, and thank you. I told a story. I went into a Starbucks inside a Target. I ordered iced coffee with milk, and the guy gave me milk with ice in it. I did not want milk with ice. I wanted iced coffee with milk, and he heard milk with ice. I have learned that a lot of people do drink milk with ice. People send me pictures all the time of adults just drinking milk with ice. And they stay in the Starbucks. They don't even like run to their car like, this is so embarrassing, I gotta stop it. Like they do it openly. My wife puts ice in our daughter's milk. And I was like, oh, you do that because of and she's not a big fan of my comedy. So she was like, I haven't seen it. I was like, we have Netflix, you know? And she's like, I don't think we do. I was like, I know we do. And she was like, I'm just so busy right now. So all of it's true, except my wife. My wife does like my comedy. She's very nice to me. But all the rest of it's true. And the truth of it, too, is it's happened to me twice. And let me tell you, one time is a lot of times. The second time, you start looking at yourself. You start thinking, you're like, what am I doing? I don't know if I know how to order. I would order it in a mirror to see what it looked. I was like, iced coffee with milk. I was just trying to see what they would see. I thought it was happening. There was a third time I thought it was happening. I was at a Starbucks at an airport, and she put the drink down, and I was like, they're doing this on purpose. I was convinced that they're just calling each other, like, let's drive this guy crazy. But she just put too much milk into it. It was an honest mistake. And she told me, because she set the drink down, and we're both just staring at it. And she just goes, that feels like a lot of milk, doesn't it? I was like, not as much as usual, but it does feel. So I've changed my drink up since then, and I honestly did it because I don't think I say milk good. I was having this one problem, and I was like, I'm just not gonna say milk. So now I drink iced coffee with cream. That's all I changed it to. I'm tired of saying milk. That's all, they kept giving me milk with ice. So I was like, I'm gonna say cream, you know? They can't do cream with ice, that's against the law. So I'll get rid of the one problem that I had. And I've only been drinking coffee for maybe 4 years, not very long. I only order this one little drink. I get very nervous when I order coffee because it's a whole world, and I don't know the world, you know? They always ask you a bunch of stuff, like, they're like, what kind of cream? I'm like, just please do it. Just do it. You know? Sometimes they're like, do you want heavy cream or half and half? And I'll go, I'm sorry, I'm not taking questions right now. So if you could just do whatever you think it is, and if it's wrong, I won't even tell you. How about I will walk out of here as if that's exactly what I ordered. I will go outside, I will throw it away, and go try again in a different Starbucks. That's how I'll handle the entire, that's why I think they have so many Starbucks, so you can just keep going. Someone's gotta get it. I have to get my wife's coffee. She has to text me what she wants, because I don't know how to pronounce, like, most of the words there. So I just shut the phone, I go, she wants this. And they're like, does she want it in Sweden? I'm like, guess we have to call her now, don't we? And I make them talk to her. I go, talk to a stranger's wife. Say what you said to me. Have you ever been to a Starbucks, like inside, like if you go inside and there's like a big long line and you'll be waiting and they try to take your order before you're even to the front? Like you'll be in the back, they're like, what do you want? You're like, oh, I would like to wait till I get right in front of you. Yeah, you know, did you see how everybody looked at me when you said that? I didn't care for that. So how about we do it like a regular, normal business, you know? And you let me do it right in front of you. Starbucks is like waving cars down on the street. Just be like, we're just trying to get your order started in case you ever come here one day. I think about my parents a lot because, I mean, the world is getting very futuristic. And like them, I'm from the 1900s. You gotta watch out for the 1900s, people. We're old. It's so, I mean, my great Aunt Helen from the 30s, she's deaf. They didn't know she was deaf back then. The doctors, they had no idea. They were baffled. That's how good doctors were back then. They just said, they looked at her as they smoked in her face. These were real doctors. They were like, oh no. She's rude, I'll tell you that. We take our trash out one of the days. I don't know the day, but it's a day. We do it, there is one day. I know we forgot to take it out a couple weeks ago. That stress could break up a family. All week was like, everybody eat out of your hands. We had friends over like, put your trash in your pockets, take it to your homes. I have a daughter, and my daughter's name is Harper. So a lot of people ask, they're like, oh, did you name her after Harper Lee, the author of To Kill a Mockingbird? And, you know, I've never thought about an author a day in my life. So that never, I mean, my middle name's Lee, and just never crossed my mind. I love having a kid. I love when kids cry. It's just innocent. I love how innocent it is. They cry over a tag in their shirt. And I mean, they're all just, they don't like, it feels weird. And then, I mean, if you walk, you like, is your house on fire? Like, I've never seen someone cry this much. It's over nothing. She's on her iPad a lot. You know, that's the hard part. You got to get these kids off. You don't want technology all the time. She just sits there, iPad. She wants to be a YouTuber, which as a comedian makes me furious. She watches all these kid YouTube videos, and now she makes her own videos. It's just her sitting there going, hey guys, what's going on? Click the links below, subscribe, leave a comment. None of this is anywhere but my phone. I got 90 hours of this, not on YouTube. Me and him are the only subscribers. Just watches kids playing with toys too. Like, that's what's crazy. It's not like a show. I'd be fine if she watched a show. She watches just a kid that's like, hey, you don't have this toy? I do. You want to see me open it? It's got 5 billion views. It looks like we buy her nothing. Like, we just show her, if you want to watch a kid have fun, but you're never going to have fun in this house. 50-50 if my zipper's up or down anymore. It's a true flip of the coin. I don't know what's happening. I've zipped up my whole life. And now, just head, I'm like, all right, I'll see you boys later. Just head out. Take my pants off and they come off easy. I'm like, oh, that was 4 hours I was walking around like. So I'm 41 years old. And when I turned 40 was the first age I did not want to turn. I remember parents turning 40, it just feels old. And it's also the age that you do realize everybody you're talking to, you are older than. Before you're 40, I think everybody you talk to is your age. And the reason when you turn 40, you're just older than that person. I'll just be talking to them like, remember that? It's like 97, 98. They go, I wasn't born yet. You're like, golly, are you serious, dude? In my eyes, we look the same. Where's your dad at? Let me talk to him, because I swear I thought you were my age. I went to career day for my daughter's school, and I get what I do is very fun. But I was nervous, because I'm there with real people, and they're smart. And so I was hoping to sit at a table alone. They put me at a table with a surgeon, which I think they did it on purpose. Almost to show the kids, here's the difference between reading. So the kids like come up, you know, and they're like, what subjects do you use for comedy? And I don't even know what the subjects they're taking. I was like, I do English. I do mostly English on stage. They asked him, how long do you go to school to be a surgeon? You know, and he's like 54 years or whatever. It's like And they asked me, they're like, how long to be a comedian? I was like, you're good now, so. Look, finish elementary school, make your parents happy, but then I'd get out and get after it. To be fair to her, though, I do not work out, so. You know, but I was probably going to start, and I needed to get all this stuff there. Do you ever get in those fights, like you'll be at home, like you and your spouse, and you guys are not talking to each other, and you're in the house together, no kids, the house is quiet, and you just stay on opposite ends, and then you pass each other in the hallway? That's like the funniest part of it, because you don't live in a mansion, you have one hallway. And you just didn't time it out right, and you just have to walk by each other like strangers. You're like, oh, excuse me, sorry, yeah, no, go ahead. She'll be watching TV, I'm like, ma'am, are you watching this? I couldn't tell, I was gonna change it if you weren't watching it. Silent treatment. The silent treatment is, it's a very common thing. Everybody knows what it is. I think women are just born knowing it. I don't think you're taught it. I don't think it's like, my mom did it and her mom. It's an instinct that's in us all, that we all just know. And here's what made me think of that. I rewatched the movie Sixth Sense. And I'm not trying to do a Sixth Sense joke. This is a 20-year-old movie. I also have to spoil it, but it's 20 years old. So if you don't know by now, I don't know what to tell you, you know? And don't be like, we're going to watch it tonight. We're going to go to Blockbuster on the way home and... So he's dead the whole time. And I don't know. I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's a pretty big part of it. But for those that have, think about when you watched it. When we all saw this movie for the first time, none of us knew he was dead. That was the biggest surprise we've ever seen in our life, you know? We just thought his wife wasn't talking to him for like a year. That made more sense to us than him possibly being dead. And I was like, when I watched it, I was like, show him dying? Yeah, that guy shoots him with a gun. That's how the movie starts. That's how obvious they're like, hey, he's dead. And we still watched it for 2 hours, just like, I know what this guy's going through, you know? This is a movie about marriage and how hard marriage is. Yeah, even if you get shot, it's your fault. My wife's good though. She's put up through a ton with me. Like I remember 3 months into our marriage, one night I came home and I was like really drunk. I was hammered and I know she loves that. So I spoil her a little bit. I'm like a pretty guy. So we go to bed and, all right, I'll be honest with you, I peed the bed. Yeah. I shouldn't have. That's pretty good though. I kind of like blamed it on her. Like I remember, I just woke up and I go, hey, what's wet? All right. Did you pour a perfect circle of water underneath me? A flawless circle. She was like, no, you peed the bed. What is wrong with you? Did I marry you or did I have you? I have no idea at this point. What's up? Thank you, everybody. Very excited to be out here. Love getting to travel a bit. I've been to a lot of different countries lately, and it's always weird because like every time I go to another country, I don't never know where it's at. Because I'm from Tennessee. I didn't learn about countries in school. I learned about Tennessee. I learned about the states that touched us in case they attacked. And then I was told the rest was Europe, and that's where the gays were made. So, yeah, it was like a different book that I had. I'm married as well. I've been married for 5 years now. It's getting pretty serious. So, yeah, I've been with my wife actually since I was 21, and I'm 32. So I've actually never dated another girl. I realize I have no dating jokes though. You know, and like I have like one. Like, hey, you ever go on your first date ever with a girl and marry her? Did nobody? Nobody? Don't try to other people. My wife always tried to test my love, too. Like, she asked me recently if I would take a bullet for her. And, yeah, like, for one, first of all, she runs with a pretty rough crowd, so it's probably going to happen. So I, like, had to think about it, and I told her yes. But, like, honestly, the only reason I said yes was because, all right, like, I don't know how fast a bullet is, like, exactly. But it's, like, pretty fast, right? Like, you don't hear a gun go off, and you're like, oh, I should get over there and get in front of that, right? So all I gotta do is like stand there, like she'll get shot, right? So she'll go down. I just gotta dive immediately after she goes down. So she goes, I go. I'll be like, did I get it? I'll feel around. I know her. She's gonna be pissed at me about it. And she's gonna be like, no, you didn't get it, like you get nothing. I'll be like, oh, great, we're in a fight now. All right, well, maybe that wasn't reasonable to ask me to do. Did you ever think of that? It's a bit unrealistic, all right? How fast do you think I am? If you want to ask a realistic question of someone to protect you, you should be like, hey, would you take a sword for me? That's much more realistic. You're going to see a sword. If you ever get stabbed by a sword, you knew you were near a sword for at least half an hour.
No one pulls a sword out. You're like, I didn't know you had that sword. No, everybody knew, all right? Sword people were the worst. And if you're thinking about getting married, here's what I think marriage is like. Marriage is like, you ever go to a concert and you see a mosh pit and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go get in that mosh pit. But then once you get in it, you're like, I do not want to be in this mosh pit at all. I'm going to leave and go get some beer. And then the mosh pit's like, well, didn't you drink last night? You're like, all right, mosh pit, why don't you get off my back? I'm crying. I like to drink it up, too. I'm a big fan. My wife's actually mad at me right now because I went out drinking like a few nights ago, and I stayed out crazy late. So I'm going to read. I have a sequence of text. I'm going to read, just see if we can figure out where she got mad. The first text, my wife was at work at 3:03 p.m. She texted, "Are you awake?" 3:10 p.m. I texted, "Just got done jogging." I did not. 3:12 p.m. she texted, "Jog to the kitchen and do the dishes." She's funny. 7:04 p.m. I texted, "I got to go do comedy." 7:08 p.m. she texted, "Have good shows. I love you." There's no fight right there. That's sweet and fun. Now, I think she got mad somewhere over the next 11 hours. Because I did not resurface until 6:16 a.m. I texted, "I on my house." 6:17 a.m. she texted, "Are you drunk?" 6:19 a.m. I texted, "You're drunk." Good. 6:22 a.m. she texted, "We need to talk in the morning." 6:24 a.m. I texted, "It is morning." 6:27 a.m. she texted, "Sleep on the couch." I was like, oh boy, that's when I knew I was in trouble, guys. But we've been together a long time. I know how to fix all this stuff. So the last text I sent, 6:31 a.m. I texted, "Whatever, dude." All right, thank y'all very much, guys. So we would go watch my dad. So my dad would do magic. Right next to him, they had a donkey jumping off a high dive into a pool. So pretty hard to keep everybody's attention. When my dad is like, "Is this your card?" And everybody, this donkey's about to jump off this high dive. That's something you don't think you want to see till it's up there. And I use the word jump very loosely. These donkeys are falling off this high dive. But you can't put that on the sign, you know? You don't watch a donkey fall off a high dive? No? Okay. What if he jumped? Well, at least he's into it. So the donkey would go up this ramp like 40 feet in the air, and it would just stand there because it doesn't want to jump. It's not in on this. So, but it gets stuck because donkeys can't walk backwards. Not positive if that is true, but I've never seen a donkey go backwards. I've never even really looked, but I honestly think 45 years I would have seen a couple donkeys go backwards. So the donkey stays there, and he sends a dog up the ramp. It barks at the donkey, and the donkey jumps in the pool. And as someone that has seen this, I'll tell you, when that donkey hits the water, you're like, we should probably get out of here. It's not as fun as you thought it would be. I mean, this is going to sound dumb, but you're really surprised you're seeing what the sign said you would see. PETA got a hold of that. They shut it down, and that was one I think everybody was like, fair enough, we get that.
Last time you said you were going to cut down on sugar and you're going to get into health. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
You look
It's gotten better. I still just meltdowns where I'll still go to McDonald's, went to a McDonald's, and I had to open my door one time because my window wasn't broke. That was pretty sad. That's sad for me and them. It's like me and the McDonald's worker are all just like, what are we doing with our life? Like, they shouldn't see your whole body in a drive-through window. They shouldn't, like, you just have to open it and you're like, and you just take all the food, and they see your shoes, and you're like,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
you're like, I don't know, dude, I should have just not done it. The one day my window goes down every day on earth of my life. And the one day it doesn't, I'm like, well, I'll probably do a drive-through that day. And
You're glutton for punishment, man. That's terrible.
it's brutal.
That's terrible.
But I have better. I'm 43. 43, you still think you're young. You know, like I'll hang out like a 23-year-old and I'm like, you get it, dude? We're just a couple young dudes kicking it. And some guy will be like, I'm 45. I'm like, beat it, old man. I can't believe that guy had the nerve to hang out. You know, let's go sit down a little bit. I went and got a physical, and after your 40s, I'll tell you, before 40, you go through like a drive-through window. It's like they're just like, you move your neck and they're like, come on, man, you're wasting everybody's time, all right? Go live a life. And then you pass 40 and the doctor's like, you mind shutting that door behind you? You know, he's like, I'd lock it, we're about to get after it. And it was the first time I've ever been talked to old. And so it was just me and him. And he goes, do you pee a lot at night? And I was like, did my dad just walk in the room? Like, how old? You know, I've never peed at night in my life. I was like, how about I'll pee till the sun goes down? But I did. I was like, but, you know, just so I know what is a lot. What is a big amount? And I'll tell you what, he's ruined me. I only pee at night now. I would love to pee during the day. My body's like, the day, we'll get it out tonight, don't worry. I think it's because I'm peeing so much longer. And I'm not used to this new old rhythm yet. Because in your 40s, there's a lot of false stops. You learn pretty quick to be like, let's hang back, let's let traffic thin out a little bit. I watch young people come and go. I'm like, tell my family I'm okay. So, I love doing stand-up comedy. I love it. And the job I had, the last serious job, the job I will go back to when all this falls apart. I was a water meter reader. Thank you. This job the title was the description of what you do. People would ask, I go, I'm a water meter. Yeah, what's that? Let me tell you what it is, all right? We're gonna read water meters. It's 100% of the job. So back when I did it, it was in Wilson County, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And so back when I did it, I would have to park the truck and like get out of a neighborhood, run through a neighborhood and type in how much water every house uses. So it's 2001. Obviously, 9/11 happened. If you're old enough, you remember when 9/11 happened, the whole country got very scared that there's gonna be more attacks. Well, we did as well in Wilson County. We figured they just went to New York, obvious next stop, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And they are gonna poison our town's water. So they got all of us water meter readers to guard the water tanks. I really did this. I stood just in a dark field, alone, waiting for the Taliban to show up.
No weapons, no training. They gave us a lantern. A lantern. That does nothing but shows your body as you hold it up. I can't see 2 feet in front of me. If someone's got a gun, just shoot at the only light in that field. I'm gonna put it over my heart to see. I'm like, what's going on? I mean, I think, like, to this day, I always say, what did they want us to do? Call the Mount Juliet police? Osama is here. He got past our lanterns. He's in the water tank. He knew how to open. We were surprised by that, but he knew what he was doing.